It's Porch Talks with the
ThunderSisters.
I'm Rena.
And I'm Rochelle.
And hey, we're on the porch, so I guess we got something to talk about.
Always something to talk about.
Okay. Anyway, so this is going to be a little different today. We're just going to do off the cuff, kind of talking about some like current things that are happening. And of course, like one of those big subjects are the Candace Owens thing and Charlie Kirk thing. Everybody's talking about it. And so we just thought we'd kind of discuss it.
Spitball it.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you guys have been watching Candace Owens podcast. She was friends with Charlie Kirk and has really
Been digging.
Yeah. She wants to find out who's responsible for his death. And so she's come out with a podcast kind of digging into all of that.
And she's not buying who they're saying is responsible for
Right.
Charlie's death.
Right?
Nobody really is buying who they're saying is responsible because, like, they have just debunked that with the gun thing and the backpack and breaking down the gun, and there's no way. Even Joe Rogan has mentioned that there's no way who Joe Rogan is a avid shooter, so he would know, like, there's no way in the time frame you could break down this gun in the way that they're saying.
Well, and then the shot itself, could have took down a moose.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're saying that the bullet didn't even pass through.
And
so, like, there's some definite major inconsistencies. Yeah. So
there's a reason why she's digging.
Yeah.
There's definitely a reason why she's digging.
Yeah. But her newest episode, was, I only watched some. I only didn't watch all of it yet, but it was definitely interesting. So, like, if you go back and watch the first part of her podcast, she, in a roundabout way, blames Israel. That is the consensus. When you read the comments, that is very much how people took it. She has in later podcasts said that I never said Israel was the ones completely responsible, but she definitely did
hint at it
and make that narrative. She definitely did push that narrative.
Yeah. Well, because it was something about the funding, and the funding was going to be cut off. Because Charlie was getting to where he was seeing a different light about the leaders of Israel. Not all of Israel. So the leaders of Israel, I think, is specifically who Charlie was having feelings towards. By the way Candace was talking. And so then a big chunk of money was going to be pulled out if he didn't support Israel in the way that he was supposed to.
She very much has pushed this narrative that basically it's Israel's fault. And she makes no bones about the fact that she doesn't like Israel. And she's very much in the whole controversy of the Palestine, for Palestine and for, that narrative. And so,
eyebrows raised.
And so, I mean, people have really come out hard on this. You really see, like, I don't know if you guys know who Ben Shapiro is. He is with Daily Wire. And then you have Michael Knowles. Anyways, Ben Shapiro is Jewish, and people have come out hard attacking him because some of the things that Candace has said. And I mean, people are attacking Israel because of some of the things that she said, which, man, really you kind of see, if any of you guys have read Revelations, you can kind of see, like, it says the whole world will turn against Israel.
Mm-hmm. So you can see it playing out.
Yeah, you can see it taking shape for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I find that interesting. And then and then she converted to Catholicism.
Yeah, and she implied like Charlie was heading that way.
Yeah.
Which doesn't even seem right, since Charlie was very much like
an evangelical.
Yeah. Yeah, like
and debated against Catholicism and Maryism and
mm-hmm.
those sorts of things.
So I mean that just seems like, for us, it seems a far leap.
Yeah. But I mean, you know.
But we didn't know Charlie personally, so there's that as well.
So there's this hard push towards Catholicism and what she's saying, and there's a hard push towards
anti-Israel.
Yes. And so anyways, going back to this recent video, which, you know, you've got to kind of watch. Tucker Carlson did a podcast with Nick Fuentes. Do you know who Nick Fuentes is?
I don't. Who is Nick Fuentes? I don't know who that is.
Like, I didn't really know who Nick Fuentes is until, like, I started, you know, digging,
mm-hmm.
as I do. And
I have no idea.
This guy literally is like for Hitler. Yes, like says all kinds of complimentary things towards Hitler. He even says, he even was like excited about a certain date because of that was Joseph Stalin's birthday.
Oh, Stalin too.
Oh. Yeah, and was like, you know, really like, yay, Stalin, like, I'm with you, I'm for you, I like you. And yeah, so you've
what
got
kind of guy is this?
So you've got the
He's a radical.
So he's like for the guy that, you know, massacred thousands of Jewish people, and then he's for the guy that massacred Christians. So yay him. And then and then he is for he says he's a cat. Like, this guy's full of contradictions. I don't know if any of you guys have watched his stuff, but Good Fight Ministries did a great.
I'm not going to watch his stuff.
No, but Good Fight Ministries did some like a video on him, and I highly recommend you guys go check it out. It's on YouTube. Anyway,
maybe I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
I'm sure it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, because they everything they do is good. They do some great breakdowns. But anyways, and then the guy's like, at one minute he's like, I'm a Catholic, right? And then then he's saying, so he's like, I'm a Catholic, all Protestants are not Christian, only Catholics are Christian. And then he turns around and says that Catholics and Protestants, you know, for the sake of ecumenicism and this merging together to kind of overcome what's happening in America right now with the left versus right epidemic, that we can be friends, right? That we can hold hands. You guys can be Christians now because we're going to fight this thing, right? I don't know. He's like full of anyways, this guy, right? And then he said numerous heinous things about Charlie Kirk. He's just a vulgar, vile dude. Like, not a good dude.
Sounds like it.
Anyway.
Sounds like someone I wouldn't want to watch.
So, Tucker Carlson had him on his show.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa, where'd Tucker go?
So then, exactly. So then, of course,
know why you would even entertain someone like that.
Exactly, and give him a platform. So there was another guy who debated a lot of different people on a lot of different subjects. I can't think of his name. He's an Indian guy, of Indian descent, right? And he debated, and actually Charlie Kirk came out and told him, like, why are you giving this guy a platform? Because if you just exposed him to millions of people, and so now you've given him a platform, like, why even give him a platform? Like, this guy's so vile and disgusting, like, why even do that?
Yeah.
So anyway, so now, of course, Christian podcasters and people have come out and said the same thing about Carl Tuckerson.
Yeah, why would you?
Yes, why would you give this guy a platform?
Why would you even entertain him?
Like, he was spouting all kinds of nasty, vile things against Charlie Kirk, against religion, against people, against women, for Hitler, for Stalin. Why are you giving this guy a voice?
Yeah.
You know? And so Tucker has had a bunch of pushback about it.
Yeah, sounds like for good reason.
Right. So anyways, in Candace Owens' new podcast, of course, she came out in support of his decision to have the guy on his podcast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, so then
I've not watched her new podcast, if you can tell.
Yeah. So then the new thing, right? So now you have, just because you're anti-Semitic, right? Just because you're banding on the bandwagon of I hate Israel. Now that's okay to compromise your morals and allow somebody on your show that is vile and awful and evil.
Jesuit.
Yeah, well, yes. Well, and she's defending Tucker Carlson's right to do that, and saying, you know, but like you're defending these people, and you're sitting here and you're spouting stuff and you're saying, you know, how dare Israel basically annihilate all the Palestinians? That's not right. She's come out hardcore against Israel, calling it a genocide, Palestinian genocide, all the things, right? She's came out hardcore for it. But yet you're going to support somebody who literally supported, you know, says that, you know, I agree with Hitler. I like Hitler.
Idolizes Hitler. That's not good. Not good.
It's wild. It's wild the things that are happening. I don't know
why you would support them at all. Like, why would you even think to entertain someone like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I mean, was Tucker just trying to see where his mind actually was? Maybe he wanted to get him on so he could maybe pick his brain and show where he actually was. But to me, you're sitting with the devil.
Yeah, so like, you know, right now you have these prominent people like Megyn Kelly, you have Candace Owens, you have Tucker Carlson, all coming out talking about Israel, really downing them, really you know, pushing back about
any type
Israel.
of mass genocide, that if you're in support of any type of mass genocide, it's not okay.
No.
It's not okay.
No.
So, like, why are you entertaining that type of person? Like,
exactly. Then don't go and attack the people that are upset because you had that person on your podcast.
And gave them a platform.
Because they're allowed to be upset.
Yeah, because you're drawing attention to someone so vile and evil. You're drawing more attention, and this person is, like it or not, if you've had them on, they're going to gain followers. They're going to gain traction.
People are curious. That's what was... So, like, they started talking about him, and I'm like, who is this guy? And, of course, you go look him up and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, you got to find out who they are, their characteristics. You need to know who they're talking about.
Right. And he portrays himself as a part of the Conservative Party, right? So now is the Conservative Party, you know, going anti-Semitic? Is that where we're heading? You know, and this is the concern of some people. This is my concern. This is the concern of other Christian podcasters. You know, they're pushing this narrative and really, you know, grabbing a hold of this Charlie Kirk situation that has become a become a national sensation, right? Like people around the world and are in the United States, you know, have really banded together about him. And now they're taking that situation and they're making it anti-Semitic.
Even other countries, you know, have banded together on the principles of Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this isn't just our United States. This is worldwide. And so if you're pushing a narrative like that of being anti-Semitic, that could be very dangerous. Very dangerous on a global scale.
Yeah. So we want to warn you about that, first and foremost. And the second thing we want to warn you about is the Catholic Church is really taking root of this situation as well.
Oh, yeah.
And they are pushing towards ecumenicism, which is the merging and blending of all religions, right? In the ultimate one world religion.
Ooh.
Yes. So,
Revelations. One world religion, one world currency.
Yes.
We're getting into some revelations here.
That's right. And I just want you guys to be aware that this is where this is going. I 100% believe that. You can see how Catholicism has really started holding hands with a lot of different religions.
You can see their playbook.
You can see their playbook. They are really trying to take root into TPUSA. And get their hooks in. And I mean, I don't know if you guys watched the funeral of Charlie Kirk,
a memorial service.
The memorial service, right? Man, there was all different kinds of people there speaking. You had Catholics, you had Protestants, you had evangelicals, you had the whole mix, right? There was a lot of ecumenicism merging there. And so I just want you guys to be aware of that, because that's important to say. And I don't know if you guys have ever watched Spencer Smith. But he does a phenomenal series. It's called the Third Adam series. They are quite long, but they are good. I highly recommend that series for anybody. He's recently done the Charlie Kirk Files series.
Oh, I haven't seen those.
Oh, yes.
I watched the Adam series, though.
Yeah.
That was talking all about, like, the Illuminati and
all the secret societies.
Yeah, all the secret societies.
The blending of religions, and it gave historical context.
Yeah, I mean, it goes into some good details.
Yeah, really in depth. And I appreciated his work on that. But I highly recommend you guys go watch that series, because it really tells you how we got here today. With all the different world religions,
gives a breakdown.
Yeah, all the different religions and Christianity. And where that's all leading.
So, this is kind of us sounding the trumpet, right?
Yes. That's where this is going. Yes.
We are doing the trumpet call.
Yes.
We are sounding the warning.
Yes.
Of what is to come if it continues on this path.
Yes. Because you can very much see...
We all going to have to blow our shofars.
That's right. The warning sound.
So...
Yeah. Because you can very much see, the anti-Israel, anti-Jewish, just all that hate coming up. I mean, if you read her comments, they are seriously disturbing on her videos. Some of them
and I want to say, like, Charlie Kirk, it was more towards the leaders, not Israel itself. Not the people of Israel, not the Jewish people. It was more towards the leaders that he had a problem with, not the people in Israel or the Jewish people. So, them going after the whole of Israel is kind of insane. Like, they're lumping what is it called, where they lump in the dough and the yeast or whatever.
Oh, a little leaven runs the whole bunch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little leaven runs the whole bunch, and that's what they're doing. They're
Yeah.
lumping them in all together.
Yeah.
And making everybody anti-Semitic.
Well, and just the, like, because she's, so, like, when she left Daily Wire, of course, you know, speculation flew.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and of course there's speculation about her and Ben Shapiro having, like, a falling out. And then, of course, she went to Catholicism and then, you know, came out as very anti-Israel. And so then that led people to believe that her and Ben Shapiro really had a falling out. And, I mean, just the attacks that's been on him is just, like, mind-blowing. You know, just him as a person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and some of the stuff she says, you know, about Charlie and about, you know, some of the digging that she's done, it's really good information.
Mm-hmm.
But then you really got to watch out because, you know, there's those little pop-ups that she says, or pop-offs, that you're like, I don't know if I agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like in her investigation, I would say, like, I'm kind of 50-50 on split on, you know, like, because I mean, I get it. Like, some of the stuff don't make sense that happened, and what they're saying doesn't make sense.
The narrative that they're pushing doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And just the dividing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have people turning it more, dividing the nation even more from the left versus the right, really taking this narrative of, man, just all blue-haired people are crazy, and you know, this really down on liberal people, when not all liberal people are like that. I mean, sure, there's a lot going on, but also you have, so like things
you have radicals in every group.
You have radicals in every group, but you have paid people in every group
as well,
right?
Yeah.
So like
you have staged actors,
right? So like January 6th, when all of that happened, I have listened to testimonies of pastors that were boots on the ground there that said 100% that was Antifa.
Yeah, there was paid actors there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, and just like some of the stuff going on in Oregon and in California and in Washington, all over there, you know, they're saying, yeah, we get paid to go to this location. There's already bricks. There's already Molotov cocktails. There's already everything set up to start a riot, and we're doing that.
Yep, and just like with the Charlie Kirk event, there was already paid actors in there. Like, they've already seen that. There was that guy that was at the Boston bombings, and he was, I think, he was at another one. He might have been at Sandy Hook. I'm not 100% sure.
He was at like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
They figured it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And which Candace does great. Does some investigating on that. And
he's
great
the
reporting
first
on that.
guy that they go after.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, he was definitely a paid actor and a distraction.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because, I mean, he stood up, like, immediately after.
and was like, I did it.
Yeah.
And then somebody said he pulled his pants down.
So, like, he was walking and randomly his pants just fall down.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was very... So, I mean, the investigation-wise, yeah, I've watched some of her stuff on that. I've watched some of her podcasts on that. But this new thing with the anti-Semitics and just anti-Semitism, I can't get behind that.
No, I
can't get behind lumping the whole leaven or whatever, the whole loaf with the leaven. I can't do that. There's some very good people in Israel. There's some very good Jewish people in Israel. So,
there's Christian people in Israel.
Well, there,
you know?
yeah.
And there's, you know, just like here in our government, there's some good Christian people in our government, just like there, you know, and so, like...
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, you know, like they, for some reason, they want to attack the Jewish culture, you know, the most, and I get it on some standpoint.
Catholicism is pushing, like, the group like the head of Catholicism.
Again, the leaders. The leaders. Yeah. Here we are with the leaders again, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And they're trying to make a merger and allow Mormonism to merge with that. And like it's concerning, like some of like the TPUSA decisions that are being made and had been made prior to Charlie Kirk passing, to kind of merge with these false, the false systems of religion, is concerning. Yeah. Because you can really see how those ecumenical pieces are coming together to form that one world government with Catholicism at the spear.
You
at the tip, right?
You see it coming.
Yeah.
You see the warning signs.
Yeah, and Mormonism, completely false. They're a different Jesus. I'm just going to say it. And they believe in a different Jesus than what we believe in Catholicism. They're really trying to merge together with the other Christian religions, right? And so, people, like, you need to be paying attention because things are happening. You guys could say, oh, well, that Charlie Kirk thing, it's not that big a deal.
But they're using it.
But they're using it. And it is a big deal. And it's becoming an even bigger deal. And
we're riding on his coattails.
Mm-hmm. And, just these narratives that these big name people are pushing, right? Because nobody really watches the news anymore. People watch Tucker Carlson
or
Candace Owens. Yes, they watch their clips. People watch Ben Shapiro, Michael Knowles, all those people like the Daily Wire and those people that are pushing out information, that we watch those people now. We don't really watch the news. And so when they're speaking, you better be listening because people are listening to them. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. Well, that was a lot.
That was a lot. But I feel like it was a great conversation.
Yeah, I think it was good.
So if you guys enjoyed this content, let us know. Give us a like, subscribe, and
tell us to talk more about it.
Yeah, tell us to talk more about it. We'd love to talk more about things like this. And
we're not really big time into politics, but we've gotten more political as we've been in this school situation. So as we've been doing stuff and learning stuff, we've realized that it very much pays to know what's going on around you.
Yeah, what's going on.
And who's your elected officials, and
what bills are getting passed.
Yes.
What rights are getting taken away.
Yeah, that's one of the things with our Parents' Right group, it's important to know those things. Mm-hmm. So...
Yeah, so we also, at this time, want to highly recommend Parents' Rights and Education. Go check them out. They've got a website. They've got a YouTube page. They're on Apple Podcasts. Go check them out.
Yeah, they're awesome.
There's a lot of information on there that you need to know as a parent.
Suzanne Gallagher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's an amazing activist for parents' rights. She is just someone that you can really get behind, and she really tries to bring you factual information that leads up to the bills that are getting passed that are taking away our rights.
Yep.
So, anyways.
Yep. You got any comments? Comment below.
Yep.
We will read them, and we can always discuss on here, I guess.
Yep.
And
as always, like our page and subscribe.
Yep. So,
all right. We'll see you guys next time.
That's right.
Bye. Bye.